Hi, this is Joe Ziemba, the host of When Football Was Football here on the Sports History Network. Aside from my podcasting duties, I'm also a sports collector. And as such, I'm very pleased to share the exciting news that the Sports History Network has partnered with Rochester Sports Autographs, the largest JSA authenticated autograph distributor in the United States, where you can get deals on over 30,000 autograph sports collectibles. So as a collector, I was very pleased when I visited the site of Rochester Sports Autographs. The massive inventory is easy to search, carefully documented, and visually appealing. The options seem limitless, whether you're looking for an autographed baseball, signed football helmets, or basketball jerseys, among thousands of others. I found everything from a Babe Ruth autograph, a signed football by Dick Butkus, and an autographed Larry Bird basketball jersey. And as a collector, you'll be delighted with the very competitive pricing on JSA authenticated products. Made possible since RSA deals directly with athletes, so there's no extra markup, and the savings are passed on directly to the customer. Perhaps you're looking for an early gift for Mother's Day or Father's Day. Heck, who needs a holiday as an excuse to give a piece of sports history to your loved ones? Or how about yourself? Today seems like a great day to add to your own sports collection, right? RSA even has film, music, and other entertainment autographs on the site, so there's something for everyone. All orders from Rochester Sports Autographs are top quality and shipped to your door with top authentication and a money-back guarantee. And to make sure RSA knows that the Sports History Network sent you, we created a special link for you. All you need to do is head to shoprsa.com/SHN. That's shoprsa.com/SHN to get your own piece of sports history today.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch podcast. Welcome once again to the Pig Pen, your place for all things great in sports history, and welcome to your sports break for this April 26th day, as we are going to talk about some great events and people that are associated with the date of April 26th. But before we do, let's make sure you're aware of that newsletter. We'd love to have you sign up for it. Really easy to do. Go to the show notes of this very podcast, or go to the top of jerseydispatch.com or pigskindispatch.com. It is totally free. You can cancel at any time, and you get it each and every morning in your email inbox. Expect to know the news of the day of sports history, and it's going to be great, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Now, let's get into this April 26th events, and we're going to start off with our Basketball Hall of Fame moments for April 26th. We're going to grab a couple different items from NBA.com's wonderful segments where they go day by day through the year, and these are two good ones that have some great stars in basketball. April 26, 1972, the New York Knicks future Hall of Fame forward, number 24, Bill Bradley, sank 11 of 12 field goal attempts as New York defeated Los Angeles 114-92 in the opening game of the NBA Finals. It was the Knicks' only win of the series, however, as the Lakers went on to take the title in 5 games. And then in 1985, on the 26th of April, Mark Eaton, wearing number 53 of the Utah Jazz, blocked a playoff record 10 shots in a single game. It was a 96-94 loss to the Houston Rockets, a record that would be matched by Houston's number 34, Hakeem Olajuwon, against the Los Angeles Lakers on April 29th, 1990. So I'm sure we'll be talking about that one in a few days from now. Now, let's go to some baseball moments, and our friend Jay Daniel, who has that great website, 80sbaseball.com, he has some excellent items that come up each and every day, and we'd love to just plug a few of those as we talk about some of his topic for the day that he has down as weirdness. On April 26, 1986, a game between the Twins and the Angels is delayed when high winds tear a hole in the Metrodome roof. Crews inflate the roof, and Los Angeles scores 6 in the 9th inning to win the game 7-6. Another oddity that happened that same day in 1986. Mike Heath responds to a fan who was heckling him after he dropped a pop foul. And he gave him the number 1 sign, but it wasn't with the finger that you would think it would be, as a little one was a little bit maybe not so appropriate. And that's from Jay Daniels in 80sbaseball.com, and we thank him for letting us use his great site, and hope that you'll visit that and take a look at what he's got to go. And another site that we love to go to is thisdayinbaseball.com. They also have a segment on baseball from all decades and generations, and a little bit more thorough, and goes in some great items. And they have one from 1905 on April 26, where Jack McCarthy recorded 3 double plays, a record for an outfielder. I'm not sure how you get double play as an outfielder, but Jack McCarthy on that day sure figured out a way to do it. On April 26, 1957, Don Vicente's quick pitch versus Roberto Clemente ends in a 7th inning double, which drives in the nail in the coffin, and Pirates win that game. And on April 26, 1963, we have Bob Bruce tossing the first one-hitter in Colt 45, who would later become the Astros, history, a 2-1 blanking of the Cincinnati Reds. This is thisdayinbaseball.com. Make sure you check them out, and there's some great items there. There's plenty more for April 26 too. We're just picking and choosing a couple here. And here's some items that we have from onthisday.com that we've modified on Jersey Dispatch. April 26, 1912. It was the first home run ever hit at a Fenway Park. Hugh Bradley of the Red Sox knocked the game winner over the fence against the Philadelphia Athletics on that day. And on April 26, 1931, Yankee star Lou Gehrig hit a home run, but was called out for passing a runner on the bases. This mistake ends up costing him the American League home run crown at the end of the season, as Gehrig and teammate Babe Ruth tied for the season in home runs that year. And that is just some great history right there. And we also want to go into some Hall of Fame birthdays of the day. April 26, 1900 in Elwood City, Pennsylvania. It was Baseball Hall of Fame center fielder Hack Wilson was born that day. Hack played in the Major League Baseball for 12 seasons, putting on the uniforms of the New York Giants, Chicago Cubs, Brooklyn Dodgers, and Philadelphia Phillies. And what a great one he was. And we also have a birthday of April 26, 1976, from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. It was Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame power forward Tim Duncan. He played in NBA wearing the number 21 for the San Antonio Spurs. He was nicknamed the Big Fundamental and is widely regarded as the greatest power forward of all time and one of the greatest players in NBA history. Duncan's accolades are many and include being a 5-time NBA champion, a 2-time NBA MVP, 3-time NBA Finals MVP, 15-time All-NBA star, and the only player to be selected to both the All-NBA and All-Defensive teams for 13 consecutive seasons. Tim Duncan, happy birthday to you, sir. And over on pigskindispatch.com, we have some great history from the date of April 26th. And one of the items that we like to talk about is has a concern of number 7 from the Denver Broncos. That's right. It was the famous 1983 NFL draft took place at Stanford University. Quarterback John Elway was the first pick by the Baltimore Colts. Now you're saying, wait a second, he didn't play for the Colts. Well, that's right. As a report from the Associated Press the following day, we found in the Easton, Maryland Star-Democrat from newspapers.com. The headline read, Elway's vow not to play for Colts ignored. Well, the Colts were not able to work out a deal with their player of choice prior to the draft, and he allegedly turned down multiple trade offers for the spot and still decided to choose Elway anyway, even though he didn't want to play for the Colts, and he told him that. Elway, touted as the best quarterback prospect since Joe Namath, turned around after the pick was made to say he would forego the NFL and sign a lucrative baseball contract with the New York Yankees. The former Stanford signal caller said he would change his mind if he was traded to a West Coast team, though. Elway made it no secret that he did not want to play for Baltimore, and the article goes on to quote the quarterback as saying, quote, I don't want to be a jerk, but I told Mr. Cush, you've been offered 3 ones and a quarterback, and now you have nothing. Well, they ended up getting a trade with the Denver Broncos, and he was shipped off to there. SMU running back Eric Dickerson was the 2nd overall pick by the Los Angeles Rams, and Kurt Warner, another great running back from Penn State, went 3rd to the Seattle Seahawks. That's some great items there. We have some Hall of Fame birthdays from the NFL and college, from the Pro Football Hall of Fame and the College Football Hall of Fame. 1953, Rod Schote, Oklahoma Sooners fame. He was born and went into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2013. It was a 2nd round 1975 NFL draft pick by the New England Patriots. Played a couple seasons, 6 seasons there, 2 seasons in the USFL. And that's our birthdays for this day. And that's your sports history for this April 26th. We are so glad that you were able to join us. You can find out more on April 26th sports history by going to jerseydispatch.com, pigskindispatch.com, and also you can check out sportshistorynetwork.com as well. Has some great things there is going on too. So until next time, everybody, have a great sports history day. Sorry, but my pitching coach just called timeout and he's coming out to the mound. I think I'm going to get yanked for a reliever. We'll see you back tomorrow for some more great sports history on Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel to get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
Hi, this is Joe Ziemba, the host of When Football Was Football, here on the Sports History Network. I'm very pleased to announce that I will be partnering with the Sports History Network to give away 2 copies of my latest book called Bears vs. Cardinals, the NFL's Oldest Rivalry. To enter, just head over to the following link, sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. We hope you'll enjoy the numerous stories in the book, which is largely based on the newly released Dutch Sterneman collection at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Dutch was the co-owner of the early Chicago Bears with George Halas and kept correspondence, financial records, and scouting reports, which now allow us to peek into the management of an NFL club during the first few years of the league's existence. Along the way, we'll meet unusual gridiron characters from years gone by, including a quarterback who could throw the ball farther behind his back than he could throwing it forward, a Bears lineman who was such a good tavern fighter that he decided to enter the boxing universe, and a Cardinals halfback who gave up the NFL rushing title by deciding to not show up for his team's final game of the season. And can we forget the time the Al Capone mob interrupted a Bears-Cardinals game? The new book was fun to research, and I hope you will enter our free contest today. Once the winners are selected, we'll be in touch regarding shipping as well as to inscribe the book personally for you. This might make a perfect gift for Mother's or Father's Day, or simply add it to your own personal collection. Once again, enter by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. Thank you and good luck.